Hey, how are you? I want to give you 7 tips and tricks for your sales and your marketing to be significantly more successful. Now, currently, I'm here in Toronto, Canada, for those of you that don't know, right? Helping an MSP, just like you on the other side of this camera, and helping them with a convention. And I was thinking about what kind of video can I make tonight. I was thinking and thinking and thinking. I have a great video, and these 7 tips are things that I've used to be wildly successful in MSP sales and MSP marketing. And I just want to share with you guys. I have a pretty actually cool view here. I'm gonna take you guys over, but the view is pretty sweet. You can see some downtown Canada. Yes, I did say that correctly. But I want to talk a little bit about these tips and tricks because I think they're really, really important. And at some point or another, you don't have to do it today, but at some point or another, you're going to have to master these. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow. We're going to train you on how to close more deals. We're going to teach you how to bring in an unlimited number of leads into your business. And truthfully, we're going to help you operate so it's not a hassle building the actual business. And if you want to learn more about us, it is growth-generators.com. I will leave links down below for resources, for the blog, for the podcast, all of that good stuff. I love the heck out of you guys for checking out this video. Now, I've put together some notes. Just come back from the conference center, sitting down at my Airbnb, and I was like, you know what would be really, really helpful? And you're in a cabinet, because truthfully, I didn't feel like packing a tripod. And I said, what works the best? And well, you got the cabinet, so you got to improvise. It was better than the toaster or the oven, because I don't know, I would have felt bad and it was too low. So let's talk a little bit about where it is. And I've put some notes here on my phone, so I'm going to be referencing them. But you have to dial in your talk, right? And what does that actually mean? There is something that I've spoken about in the past, but it's your elevator pitch. And there's a video coming on how to do all of this in the future, so you're going to want to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully this video earns a like button. But you have to master your elevator pitch, right? Your elevator pitch is somebody coming in and you say, hey, my name is so-and-so, we do this. And if you don't have that absolutely locked and loaded and ingrained in your memory, you should be able to wake up in the middle of the night and rattle it off. The main point of this is to tie emotion to a problem that you actually can help solve with business owners, right? That's really the goal with all of this. You want to say, hey, we help frustrated business owners deal with problematic IT issues or problematic software, right? Whatever it is. We help concerned business owners sleep better at night knowing that their information and data is backed up to the cloud, right? And we all know the cloud isn't something you fly through, but truth be told, there's still an alarming number of people that don't actually know what the cloud is. Now, obviously, you on the other side of this, boy, I hope you know what the cloud is, but we have to be able to clearly communicate that in like 30 seconds. Now, the convention I'm at is specifically for dentists. And before somebody says, well, Harrison, you always say don't go for dentists. If you come out with a great product and service that you can replicate over and over and over again, it's absolutely worth investing in, right? And potentially selling that to a target customer that most MSPs typically don't want. But you have to be able to go up to somebody, meet them at a Chamber of Commerce meeting, at a networking meeting, at a convention, and be able to clearly communicate who you are, or your MSP is, and who you actually go help, because that's what they want to know. They're in business. They are there for themselves, whether that's to make their life easier, to make them more profitable. But truthfully, you're in business to be a little greedy, right? You want to make sure that that person doesn't say, I just spoke to this person for 10 minutes and I have no idea what they do. That's wasted time on their end. That's wasted time on your end. And nobody got any further with any of this. And that's super important to understand. We have to dial in the way that we speak and the way that we speak to potentially our dream customers. Now, the second tip I want to give you is why you and why now, right? At some point or another, they're going to have to make a decision. Who are they going to go with? Hopefully, you based on you were able to communicate with them, right? Or they found you online or something of that nature. But you have to be able to humbly brag. It's true, humbly brag about what you do, how you do it, using testimonials, right, from other people. They're called third-party stories that maybe have happened to you and you've talked about and how you've been able to help out. But also, why now is the most important thing. You see, we all know that a ransomware attack is going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The last thing that we want is our target customer to have that problem when it's absolutely too late. And we have to be able to clearly communicate, not in the first 30 seconds. We don't want to paint a picture of doom and gloom around it, but we have to be able to communicate clearly who we are, what we do, why you on the other side of this camera, and why now is it actually going to happen. That is the most important part about all of this, right? When you can tie those kind of four things together, right? It all comes together and then it's cohesive. Now we want to turn that person into a lead. Now, at some point or another, you're going to get a business card, hopefully. And in some cases, you're not going to get a business card. But we want to make sure that we ingrain a message into their brain so they go back and visit us on our website, right? We have growth-generators.com. And I tell every MSP we have a ton of resources at growth-generators.com/resources. Most of them are completely free and they're going to help you build your business. When you can come up with a lead or a lead magnet to get somebody to go to your website, download valuable information, they then become a lead in your system. Now here, it's a little bit expedited. They have badges, those badges have QR codes, and we can take a picture, or better yet, we can use a scanning device to scan those in. Now, if you're new to the exhibitor world, I'm going to give you a massively pro tip, but you got to do me a favor. I need a like button, subscribe button, notification bell. And if you think my head is glistening with the crazy light setup I have today, hopefully a comment and say, Shine looks nice. Something funny, right? Or if you're learning something, I appreciate that too. If you want to save a ton of money, if you go to Exhibit, they usually charge you some absurd amount of money for the QR code reader. They're all tied to a certain badge and all of that. You only really need to pay for one person. Everyone else can take their phone and take a picture of the badge. As long as it's clear at the end of the show, has to be before the end of the day, you can go in, zoom in those pictures, and grab the QR codes. It'll make life a lot easier and hopefully a lot cheaper for you, right? And then you can go give those people something. If you're at a conference or even if you're expoing at a local business convention or a local chamber of commerce convention, give them something to download, to get for free, anything like that, so they become a highly qualified, or at least a qualified lead for you and your business. Next is we have to follow up. We're putting in this case, this business owner is investing quite a bit of money into this show, right? And you're probably investing quite a bit of money into local shows that you're attending to build your business, probably locally, or maybe even in a specific niche. That's all great. But we have to only being here is half the work, believe it or not. The conversations, the great camaraderie you're building, but at the end of the day, we're going to come out with hopefully a bunch of leads at the end of this. Just like I hope that you get a bunch of leads at the end of this. But the sale isn't in the first initial meeting. You don't say, hey, it's great to meet you. Give me all your money. It'd be nice, but that's what a bank robber does, right? We're not bank robbers. We have to make sure that we are giving away value to them. We're having a great conversation, but the real power of it comes in the follow-up. The sale comes in the follow-up. You have to make sure. In some cases, you invest a little bit of money, sometimes a lot of money, but call the leads. Yes, you're going to send them marketing emails. Yes, you're going to do all the appropriate things of getting in front of them without picking up the phone. But this little device, the cell phone that I'm holding in my hand, is a weapon. Pick it up, call people. I promise you, it works tremendously well for you and your business. I cannot believe how many people have these huge lead lists that they've built over years, thousands of leads, and they've never called the lead. Pew. and then they wonder why they're not growing, right? You have to follow up immediately. It's currently Thursday. We still have another day of the show. Come Monday morning, follow up. Next week, follow up. The following week, follow up. Hey, if it's a pain in the butt, they shouldn't have given you their information. They had a great conversation, hopefully put some notes in for it. They might have some kind of interest. It's okay to call a couple times. They just spoke about their problems, and you're doing a disservice by not calling them. We know they're gonna have a problem at some point. Pick up the phone and call the leads. They're gonna appreciate it. Maybe not today, but they will appreciate making the decision at some point down the road. It's super important. So let's talk a little bit about marketing, because that was all sales. And I got some great marketing tips for you as well. We all have cell phones, as I just had mine in my hand. Film. Ask a random bystander. Bring a friend. Hey, can you take some videos of me talking to people? They don't need to be an expert. Take the camera, wipe off the lens so it's clean with your shirt or a napkin or whatever it is, and then bring it over, take your phone, turn it horizontally, and take videos. The more videos and the more content you have, the more you can use that to do great marketing. You can hire somebody online to build you a video. You can do a variety of different things, but you might only have one opportunity to get that footage. Take it, please. Ask anybody. Even bad footage is better than no footage. Great editors can still make it work. Now, if you happen to be out somewhere where you meet a client, speak to them, interview that client. If you're worried about them being on video or they don't want to be on video, totally fine. Record it. Get the audio version. Take a picture with them. But if you have a client there, that is invaluable. They can be a huge evangelist to help you generate more business. But not only that, just having that, the confidence of having somebody in your corner, somebody that loves you, that can help spread your word, but also can smile, can shake your hand, all of that is worth its weight in gold when it comes to marketing, especially marketing at these businesses. Marketing can be done or it can be done by other people, believe it or not, and it is so worth it. Take the videos, take the pictures, and interview your clients. See what they like, see what they don't like. You're gonna find things to talk about. You might find things you didn't even know you helped them with, but while they're out, you could say, hey, this person, they just said that we helped them with this one thing. Boom. Huge, huge impact for while you're there. And yes, that is marketing. Next, if you're going to invest a lot of time, energy, effort, and money into going through a conference, into attending something, however it is that you decide to do it, make sure you repurpose your content, right? Take those pictures, take those videos. Don't just use them on your website. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, post them. Use them in future posts. Put them on your website so people see them. Put them in your email marketing. Put them on your lead magnets. If you created content, and I'm not going to show their content, but if you created content for them, repurpose it. Trust me, you're allowed to use it in multiple formats. Take that, PDF, turn it into a JPEG. There's plenty of free programs out there. Or if you're somebody that's like, Harrison, I'm going to get hacked, pay for Adobe, right? Whatever it is that you need to do, but repurpose that content. It is so worth it. You probably prepared, got certain things for that, talked about how your business is the best on the brochure. Connect with those people on LinkedIn and repost. It is so incredibly important. And my last marketing tip for you is take the information that you learn while you're out and about, listen to the problems that people have, and create content around those problems. That could be sales problems, that could be technology problems, that could be whatever problem it is that you hear them say, maybe not sales, but something technology related. Take that, put it in the back of your brain, remember who they are, and create content for them. It doesn't have to be video content, although I'm a big fan of video content. It could be blog posts, it could be podcasts, and if you remember who gave you that idea, send it out to them. I promise you, they're going to not only appreciate it, but they might even share it out with other people. And once again, repurpose that content online. It is going to take you so far. You have plenty of great interactions with people that you don't even realize could be turned into videos, blogs, podcasts, however people decide to consume your content. It works wonders. I have a ton of new videos coming out. I'm super excited. This is my last video while I'm here. This actually might not be my last video in Toronto, but we got back fairly early. I wasn't as tired as I was gassed yesterday. And I got something to show you. Got some new hoodies. Pretty excited about these. I may or may not sell hoodies. I got some other things. I got some really good ideas in the hopper for things that you guys might like. If you want to buy some growth generator swag, we may have it very, very soon. I've been working super hard behind the scenes. MSP Heroes just got a huge overhaul. We're doing a ton of work in there for our members, but I'm really excited. We're working on some massive projects for you guys to help you grow your MSP. I love you guys as always. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell, leave a comment. Your head's super shiny. Welcome to Toronto. Whatever it is, you guys know I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.